Hello. Good evening from Kirksville, Missouri. I came on a little early. People arrived early, so uh, probably just wait around a few minutes. I've got some matters anyway I wanted to kind of handle up front. That being, I put it out earlier. Um, there is a thing called MacKeeper, and it's being advertised on Google now. When I tried to look up some information on PC Matic today to get my see if I can get my license for this device. Again, I was turned down. It won't accept any passwords that work everything else on Apple. Okay, now what MacKeeper is exactly the same thing. Say you have a Mac under warranty. What they'll tell you is you shouldn't have downloaded it. It's not their fault. They won't handle it. They ripped me off with Mac Finder, $99. Not too long after I got this device, and I'm warning people: don't give in to them. I shouldn't have panicked, and now time or Team Viewer has gotten a hold of it. I have a black notice at the bottom of my taskbar that says terminal. What they want me to do is go out there and type in their way of getting to Apple. If it was for real, I could click on it and go there. This is not one of those setups. This shows what they have done is kidnap this computer, and I'm going to have to try to deal with them, I guess, to get them, because they told me when I was on the phone, if I got PC Matic or I got malware bytes, that wouldn't clean it up properly. I guess not, because they've got a hold on it where I can't get to my product and go ahead and start running PC Matic on here. All right, I just wanted to get that out of the way and get the damn stress over with. Basically, what we're looking at. Hello, everybody. Let's see. Hello, Lou. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Buddy. And hello, George. Well, we're drifting in. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Already got a like. Basically, what we're looking at right now is all the back and forth. There's a whole hell of a lot that I'm missing in there on world news right now. But I had the forethought with all the stories that Grace kept getting my attention about. I decided what I would do was record it from that point. We've got planes falling from the sky. We got all kind of violence going on all over the world. And I grant you, a lot of it has to do with climate change. And why would I say that? Because of our own damn Defense Department says so. Of course, they're not paying attention. Another thing I want to mention before I start getting angry is Artist in Recovery. I put one of his posts out there. He has discovered Boa the Fifth Column. And he thought that he wasn't going to like him because he had a Southern accent. And this guy is from Connecticut. But after he listened to what the man said, he realized that he was right. Perhaps at times I'm taking the wrong approach when it comes to the other side. What he expressed is realizing that who Donnie appeals to, the working class, there are so many of them that other than Fox News, they're locked in. They don't have the time. They're out busy busting their ass trying to make a living. They don't have time to read articles. They don't have time to watch the news. So basically, what he was saying is they're stuck in this thinking that he is just accomplishing everything that he said he would do. They have not had a chance to see the other side of this. They don't have the time. And I'm trying to understand that. Uh, by just strictly putting Donnie down all the time, uh, I'm driving off people. The only negative remark, and I apologize to Bill Feeney for laughing, but I've got a life, Bill. I do. And I want to live that life freely. You need to tune in to something besides Fox News or these other conservative networks, because what you're hearing is not what is going on in the real world. In Earth One, we see this man for what he is. And I'm not going to be harsh with anybody about it. Uh, it is what it is. And another thought on this: if Pelosi can't come to some kind of agreement to have a fair trial in the Senate, hold on to the impeachment. Keep investigating. I know he thinks that's going to be a win for him, but he can't get a win if it doesn't go to the Senate for their kangaroo court. And that's what it will be so far. We've always had people that said they will not be impartial. They're going to take an oath knowing they are lying. All right. Let's kind of delve into it a little. I found out over the last day or so, Trump wanted a military parade at his inauguration, and all of his dictator buddies, that's what they have. So why shouldn't he, like he pulled last July? He didn't get his parade, but he made us look like Russia, North Korea, these countries. The only good country, France, they had to build up during World War II. If the rest of the nations that were in World War II hadn't helped them out some, so I understand their stance. But Donnie thought that was great. Boy, he thought he was off to a flying start because he had found a country like France and they had military parades. Give me a break. And let's go on to Trump's interference in military justice for war criminals that undermines military discipline. If Eddie Gallagher can get away with what he did and then be praised by the President of the United States, that's undermining our military. I don't believe it deeply, but I know commanding officers are not fond of what he has done. Having Gallagher down at Mar-a-Lago. Give me a damn break. Damn it. And I did get this out to quite a few spots where more people should be able to come in as we're talking here. Let's see. Well, thank you, Linda. I try to be. I try to be a good man. Okay, I put it out to JBS, one fed up blue dot and a red state. I put it out to Poor People Against Trump, Americans for, I don't even know the whole title, but they are progressives. Rant and Randy's, of course, and Liberal Becky's, Blue Dot Family, Enough, and Speak Up Boldly. All right, got that out of the way. And what about his possibility of pardoning criminals, people that were involved in his campaign. Now he's going to turn around. And we know Paul Manafort from the Ukraine changed the policy at the Republican National Convention to be more pro-Russian, and also the man received some kind of money from the Russians to launder over here, and he did it with his dealings with everything from buying real estate to spending extravagant amounts on clothing, anything that he could put the money in that gave the Russians back US dollars instead of rubles. It's a damn shame the damn Facebook wants to take rubles all the time. Doesn't matter. And next we'll move on to the political ad by Republicans for the Rule of Law. The group launches new and encouraging ads specifically to Susan Collins and what they're calling for, and also, Murkowski, Romney, and Alexander, all in separate ads. The ad calls for calling John Bolton, Mick Mulvaney, Rudy Giuliani, and Mike Pompeo in the Senate trial. Okay. I'm running lower on paper, so I have switched back to a pad for this. 37 days out from the Iowa caucuses, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders rise up in the contest. So there's your top two as of yesterday. From the deplorables, I might add this is deplorable news. Governor Matt Bevins pardons a convicted killer whose brother hosted campaign fundraising for him. Wow. 428 pardons and commutations of their sentences. And that's just issued since his loss in November. Why is it that Republicans are always involved in scandal? You know damn well you'd be hearing about scandal if it was a Democrat, for damn sure. But every one of these skunks do the same kind of thing. What I'm calling what he did is and I'll say that right after this. Micah Scoletto was sent to prison after a middle schooler testified that he had repeatedly sexually assaulted her starting from age 9. He was sentenced to 23 years. And why is it he let a pedophile off? That's what gets me. We're finding more and more pedophiles that are Republicans. And yet, what was that pardoning about? Basically, what I believe is he's giving the middle finger to the whole world because he didn't get to be governor. My goodness. Oh. And basically what he said, he believed that the convicted child rapist was innocent. Yeah. Makes you wonder what he's been up to. Let's see. And I was just going on about Matt Bevins. And I also posted a live to one of my sites that is in the county one of Bevan's counties. Okay. Under pressure, Donnie is totally freaking out, tweeting out for the last 7 days about impeachment, Pelosi, the do nothing Democrats. Worse yet, he doesn't understand the impeachment process at all. And, he's just plain damn mean. Let's see. Bolo for 2020. Death rattle of white supremacy. Vote suppression. Millions are being tossed off the voter registration rolls. That's why it's important. We're going to have to get out here and make sure that these people check and see they are registered to vote. Not only that, for some of us that are able to get out there, if you can go to your county or whatever and get some voter registration and go out and check with your neighbors to make sure that they are registered to vote this time. I'm going to kind of cut it short here, and I'll run a theory by you. What I usually do is I go ahead and cover AM Joy. Today I'm not finished with it. So what I was thinking I would do is I'll take AM Joy for Saturday and Sunday and include that in my Monday rant on Facebook. I think that way I've got plenty of material where, when I do my rant, the news dump from Monday will not have happened on my shows. So that way I can better cover Monday with that. And then Tuesday on here, I'll be able to talk about AM Joy Saturday and Sunday, since I'm going to be doing that around 4 o'clock or so on Monday, because I don't want to interfere. No, wait a minute, it'll be Monday. It would be Facebook. I'm getting confused about what day I do what. And Tuesday, it'll be more like 4:30 for YouTube, not to interfere with our Blue Dot family meeting. I don't want to ever interfere with that. I want to be right there with the rest of you in chat or on Discord, one or the other. All right, that's about all I got. I want to look through the comments. Hello, Bernadette. Hello, Brian. Let's see what you got there, buddy. Yeah, I mean, he breaks all kind of norms, and he doesn't care. He feels he's the head of the military, so he can just do what the hell he wants. We know better, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, I was just looking at what Linda Douglas said. I feel so bad. I just saw a good friend's post, and I'm shocked that she really loves Trump. I'm so disappointed. So are a lot of us, Linda, because like I was talking about earlier, they are stuck in their little bubble, and there's many of them, particularly the ones of us that are older. They're not hearing it by choice. What they're doing is sticking their head in their own social media and their own Fox spews, and they won't come out from that. They actually think that that is real news and not what it is. Entertainment, brainwashing. And I know because I ended up voting for George W. from talk radio. Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, I can't remember what Kimmer's name was, an ex-Marine, uh, and several other shows when I was working for the state of Georgia, traveling 42 miles each way to get to work and back. Uh, that's what I had on the radio. And Grace said I just got plain mean. And I was in my 40s at the time. Because you can't listen to something like that all the time without them repeating all these lies over and over again. You get caught up in it. And then at that time, I'm thankful they didn't have Fox News when I was hearing all this bullshit. But I hope to do a better. Hello, Linda Calabro. Let's see. That's right, Bernadette. We are the guardians of liberty, and we're hanging in here. We'll get something done. Uh, Sometimes when I get on here, I wish I had something more optimistic for you, but the Blue Dot family is the biggest hope that I have because we will make a difference coming up on 2020. It's going to take more effort, but we see what happened in 2018. Now, at least, hopefully, with the cyber command that we have in this country, they can do what they did in 2018 and shut down the troll farm in St. Petersburg. That's one of my greatest hopes is our government is still working for us in spite of Donnie. So I will leave you at that. But before I leave, I've got to come up with a standardized way to do this. This is repeatable. You can run it back to this, but this is my P.O. box. I'll be happy to get any letters, cards, anything else that you would like to send to me. You can do it this way. Blue Dot, if you want to get my street address, all you got to do is PM me and I'll be happy to give you my street address. This is for basically the P.O. box is like there might be some occasional hate mail, and that way they won't know where I am. I will remind you to stay informed, keep me informed so that I can do a better job for you for the Blue Dot family. I can be found on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Liker, and you can follow me on MeWe also. I'm just learning about the Liker and the MeWe Twitter. I'm doing a lot as far as retweeting. I'm still trying to figure out some way to get some of my stuff up to Twitter. The only way you can do it is really come to YouTube and do it from there because Facebook is not giving you that choice. And that's another subject. We'll cover that at some other time. Have a good time on your Saturday. We're coming up on the end of the year, and next year we got a big job to do to get this man out. And there's every reason in the world to get him out. As you notice over here, I'm getting up more cards. I'm starting to run out of space, but I'll figure out something. Every card that I get, I'm keeping. Maybe other people in the future will see all this. And after I'm gone, Grace can have that as keepsakes. So, but I'm not planning on going anywhere for quite a long time. I'll tell you that right now. All right, I will be out here and I will be taking a day off, but you know, I don't really slow up all that much other than I'll probably post more music. I suggest on my timeline and I sent it out to a bunch of music groups today Lost in a Lost World by Moody Blues 1972. It just hit me as being very significant for this time. All right, have a good one. Share this shit. I love you, America. I love this Blue Dot family. We will make a difference in 2020. Keep the faith alive. Peace. Resist, persist, and insist that you, as the holiday comes to a close for them, keep tying up their lines. They need to know that we need a fair trial or there won't be a trial. All right, I'll let you go. Have a good evening. Enjoy yourself. We've got a big week coming up and the end of the year, like I was saying. That's a lot of what I don't like this time of year. But in a way, it's good to be reminded of all the nasty stuff that the President of the United States, their president, has done in 2019. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.